Well, y'all, this is Deidre and Lowell here at Italian Cowboy in Rockport, Fulton, Texas. And today we are going to talk about wine in today's class. Now, in last class, we covered a lot of Italian bubblies. We kind of did a little bit of an overview, introduction to various Italian bubbly. Today, we are going to travel up to North Italy to the Piedmont to taste one of our favorite red wines, Nebbiolo. So it is quite delicious. So we're going to taste Nebbiolo wine here that we have selected, and we're going to talk a little bit about the tasting notes and a little bit about Nebbiolo and wine growing in this area of Italy, which is the Piedmont.
The Piedmont, which again, on our handy map, right up here, way up in the corner near, frankly, France and Switzerland.
Yes, way up north. And some of y'all have probably heard about Nebbiolo in the Piedmont because it's famous for the Barolos and Barbarescos that are grown in that region.
That's true.
From the Nebbiolo grape.
So you can see, lighter colored. We always take a look at it, try to get a general sense of both, how rich and dark it's going to be, although especially with some Italian wines that can be quite a trick. It doesn't always give away everything, but you can see it's lighter colored. Then we smell.
We smell? Mm-hmm.
What do we think we smell?
I get herbal and a little bit of cherry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Which would be expected in a Nebbiolo.
And, we generally think, we'll talk about more of this as we go, but I generally think of wines as sort of like light to dark. Lighter, you're talking about, especially with red wines, lighter red fruits like cherries and plums, and then you get all the way to like the darker blueberries, blackberries, jammy blueberries, and in between you got your like black raspberries, black cherries, and things like that. So, it's just sort of like a spectrum. This is definitely, to me, on the lighter end of the spectrum, those cherries, plummies. But definitely, as you said, with some nice sort of back end, like secondary herbs. And,
some herbaceousness, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say it smells, good.
It does. It does smell good with a little bit of cherry, all of which, again, you would expect from this particular grape.
Yep.
And what I like about it, it's kind of a little bit, lighter on the nose, a red that you could, enjoy even when it's warm out. Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it without even actually drinking it.
Well, you want to give it a taste?
Let's give it a taste.
You think that sounds like a good idea?
We don't spit here on Italian Cowboy.
No, absolutely not. We would not spit out Nebbiolo. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah.
So,
let's not get all that.
Yeah, no, it's really nice because so the Nebbiolo, which in some of its most elegant expression would be again your Barolos and Barbarescos, which are very elegant wines, some of the best wines in the world, but also very expensive. What we are showing is a Longue Nebbiolo, which is, you could kind of think of it like a baby Barolo, baby Barbaresco, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
So what we like about it is this is a wine that has some of those same expressions really of the Nebbiolo grape, but without the Barolo Barbaresco price tag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't completely like kick you in the face too.
No, it doesn't.
Barolos and Barbarescos have a lot of sort of like tannins, and they're actually really good with like sort of more complex foods like lamb and duck and that kind of stuff. This is we should tell them what it tastes like.
Yeah, so a little bit of cherry.
Definitely cherry.
A little bit of back end structure with the tannins, but not overly assertive.
No, not really too tanniny. I actually get more sort of like assertive. I don't know what people call it, but it's sort of like a refreshing crispness. It definitely cleanses your little acidity, cleanses your palate. You're ready for the next sip. It doesn't. It has a longish finish, but it doesn't like overwhelm your palate.
It's not overly drying, and I think that this would be appropriate for somebody who maybe enjoys a lot of Pinot Noir type style wines.
Yeah,
I think this would be a good choice.
We're recording this sort of mid-August. It is a solid 90 to 95 degrees here with like probably 70% humidity. And it's a nice red wine for
for summer. For summer in South Texas, absolutely. And you could sip it, enjoy it, I think, without food, and and it's still balanced and approachable enough to where you would be able to enjoy it, even if you don't have some rich meal going with it.
And a quarter to a fifth of the price tag of a Barolo or Barbaresco.
Yeah, this Longue Nebbiolo is, I think the 2018 and 2017 were, the 2018 was at 90 point, got 90 points from Suckling, I believe, and so for under $18, a 90-point wine, I mean, from the Longue, I mean, you can't really beat it. Yeah, and again, I think it's a little bit more approachable stylistically than than maybe some of the Barolos and Barbarescos, which while fabulous, maybe you would need something more like a meal type.
Yeah, for sure.
Pairing.
And this is right out of the store, so it's like 70 degrees or so. You could definitely drink this even a little cooler if you wanted to in the mid 60s, and it would be nice and even refreshing then.
It would be great with cheese, with some aged cheese.
Yeah,
you could just actually,
cheeses.
This would be really good. Just shard off some Parmigiano.
Parmigiano would be good.
Would be wonderful.
Definitely.
With this. So so definitely want to introduce folks, if you haven't had it already, to the Nebbiolo grape from the Piedmont. Again, fabulous wines made from this grape. It's a fantastic wine.
If you're normally enjoying Pinot Noir, next time you have a Nebbiolo opportunity, check it out.
Absolutely. Chin chin.
Chin
We'll
chin.
see y'all next time.
See you next time.
Next time we'll do a white wine.
White wine?
White wine for summer. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Yeah, that's good.